Hey everyone, welcome to Guitar Pass. That was Key to the Highway, classic blues standard. Everyone from Clapton with Derek and Dominoes, Clapton with B.B. King, Allman Brothers, everyone's done this song. It's a great blues standard, and I think it's a fun one to learn some cool different blues things to do on the guitar. This is going to be in the key of A. It's an 8-bar blues, and we're going to use our fingers. You can use pick if you want, but let's get right to it. We're going to start with this really neat turnaround. And again, we're not doing fancy finger picking, so don't worry if you don't know finger picking out. This is very beginner for that. We're just going to use a thumb and really our first finger, just kind of strummy, more rhythmic. So this might be the fanciest part though, the turnaround. So I'm going to place my pinky on the 5th fret here. That's an A string. And my thumb is going to be, and I'm going to use just you can use whatever finger, just maybe my first finger. I end up using first or second, whatever. And I'm going to hit my thumb on the open A bass string to start it off. And then I'm going to keep this planted here, and I'm going to go on the 4th string. Right, we're going to pinch, meaning we're going to hit both strings, right? And then I'm going to follow it up with that first string hit again. We're going to walk down. Just kind of get used to that feel if you haven't done. Right? And then I'm going to go to an E, but I like doing this. I'm going to bring my finger on the 4th string here, or excuse me, 3rd string. To get into this E chord, I'm going to hammer on to that 1st fret right there. Right? Let me put it in context because I don't get the feel without doing that. So, 6th string here, and then strum like that. One more time. And then I'm going to get right into this song. We're going to, let's start with a shuffle here. I'm going to put you might have done some shuffles before. We're just going to use our thumb. Might feel weird if you haven't done this, but right, we're hitting the open 5th, which is an A, and then this guy right here is on the 4th string. Right? So we got, and then we're going to go to the E, which is open 6, and then this guy on the 5th. Then we're going to go to D, which we're going to hop over here to the 3rd string, pressing down on, and open 4th string. We're going to hang on the D twice as long as the others. In fact, I like adding a... You can always add that if you want. It sounds good on the last one of those. Let's just try this shuffle real quick, just up to this point. Got the key to the highway. D. Back to A. Back to E. And then the turnaround. That turns us around to the next round, the next verse. Let's just do that again. I'm going to start from the beginning. Got the key to the... Hit that. Open 5ths for the turnaround. And you keep doing it as many times to get that down. You can just keep doing rounds that... It's really fun to get in that groove. And you don't have to do the pinky right here. Just keep doing this. Now for the next round, let's just do the chords. Okay, so let's just look at the chords we're gonna do for this. A7 right here, barring those guys. And we're gonna do, you know, thumb is here and we're brushing, right? So that's an A. E7, we're gonna put that guy. And now my thumb's kind of here on the 6th string. Right? And again, we're just kind of brushing up. Just aim for whatever. Don't get too worried about which ones you're doing. Just get that sound. And then D7 right here. And again, our 4th string is the open D. You know, it's kind of cool to kind of lift this 3rd finger up here. It gives us this sound. So you can kind of mess with that. Now also you might have noticed people do this sometimes too when they're doing Ds and D7s, and this is really great too. Now if you haven't done this, don't worry about, you don't press it down like you do a normal thing where I gotta go, oh, all the way perfect like that. You're just getting a little meat on there and just a little bit will do, and it's a little weird to start with, but you kind of grab that and kind of gives it a little thud. Just keep trying and don't worry about having it perfect. But that's another way of doing this D7. You can add this F sharp in the bass. You see it a lot in blues and finger picking. You can also do it by bringing this guy here, replace this one with the one you just did, and then you have this. You know, stuff to mess around with. We'll just stick to this. You might see me do this though. So anyway, we have. Hanging on that D for a little longer. Back to A7, E7. Sometimes when I hit this bass, it does look like I'm just doing the chord. It's just a natural thing. I'm really just hitting that bass. So let's just do that with rhythm. Got the key. And then with here, my 1st finger is kind of hitting 2nd. I'm accenting that 2nd, 1st string. You can brush it, but you just want that bass nice and steady, right? So. Right, so right there you can just do back to back each round, switch chords to the shuffle. That first one was the shuffle. You can mix it up. Sometimes A, and I'll go right to the, it kind of sounds cool to just go to the D7 chord and back to it. Right, so you can actually mix them up and around, and it sounds cool going to that D7 chord with the shuffle. That's one way to start mixing it. But those are all your tools to kind of do and substitute and cut and paste when you're doing Ds, when you're doing As, when you're doing Es. And this next round is going to be another one of those. This is pretty cool. I'm gonna, sometimes I'll do the pick. I'll put my first finger and thumb together, and I kind of use the back of my nail on my 1st finger as a pick. So you can do that if you want. I actually do that a lot when I do play electric guitar. I don't use the pick anymore. I do that mixed with finger picking kind of stuff. It's really cool. Acoustic, a pick is, yeah, I need it to be a little louder, and you can be more articulate. So it's always good to just learn with a pick, but it doesn't matter. You do whatever works for you. But I'm going to show you how you would do it with pretending you have a pick, and then we'll look at it maybe with more of the finger picking thing. But it's just easier to show you these patterns. So for A, I'm going to just do this pattern starting on the 5th string. There's more to it, but we're just going to look at this. And actually, I like sliding to that. See where I'm getting at? I can go boom. You got the key to the highway. Now the E is the same thing, starting on the 6th string. So start with A, E, and then even D on the 4th string. You know, again. You know, slide into it. Back to A, E. Back to the turnaround. I'm going to do that again. You know, right, going to add that from open 5th string there for the turnaround. And you can add, so you can mix up the timing of it, hold the note longer, add a few more notes. This pattern right? In fact, you can do that for all of them. Right? Really try to be creative, mess with it. And then just real quick, so you got your A, E. Maybe just go a little further on the D. Since we hang on the D a little more, you can kind of try to add a little solos or fills. Well, I'd also can go here. So here's my full D. Now we're going to shift here. You know, something you can kind of do. And you can actually go here for the A. Whoop, hello. So. Right, so that is really a lot of fun. Anytime you're doing A's or D's or E's, you can do those patterns, and you can even extend them to, you know, there's lessons on that at guitarpass.com, and we'll probably go over it on this YouTube channel as well. But that is a lot of fun, and all these parts are cool too, because your friend that you're jamming with can pick one part while you pick another and switch them around. So yeah, we did it kind of with the pick idea, but if you're doing the fingers and keeping with the fingers, you can, you know, you're gonna just do a thumb and first finger alternating thing, like first, you know, thumb, first, you know, use just your thumb and first finger. Using a lot of my first finger there. So it's something fun to kind of mess around with. It's kind of getting your fingers a little more active, but you can always do that pick too. Let's talk about the next round, okay? We just did 3 rounds, right? We got the shuffle, we got the chords, and then we have this little bass. So now the next round that we're gonna do is another cool thing. I'm gonna bar my 4, 3, and 2, and put my second finger here on the 3rd string. And I'm gonna keep this thumb on the bass. This is where I'm going to kind of be particular with my picking. I'm going to do a first finger and second finger on the 3rd and 2nd strings. We're just going to do that. This is an A 7th chord. And I can hammer on that too. So this is good finger picking practice if you're kind of new to it. But that's an A7. And then we're going to do like do a C chord here, but with your first finger on the 5th fret, and then put the 7th here, the pinky on the 4th string. That is a E7 chord, and we're going to do, and then bring it up here. That is a D7 if you haven't done that before. So A7, E7, D7, back to A7, E7, and then the turnaround. Let's do that. I'm picking that 3 and 2. Get that. The key thing is getting that bass going. Let's do it again. I'm gonna do it simple just with the bass. I'll do it a little fancier. Right? That might be really cool for someone soloing. That would be a neat little comping where it's just chilling it a little bit. Real quick, anyone who's soloing on this, you or your buddy, just do an A minor pentatonic and just have fun with that. Maybe when you're doing, you know, oh, hello. Just, you can go to this turnaround, you know, right before the E, you know, when you go, da, 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 this E right here, you can go, you know. So that's a great way, or there's your E when you're doing a turnaround. So I don't want to get too long-winded on this, just mess around with an A minor pentatonic wherever it is all over the fretboard, but maybe when that D happens where we hang a little longer, just kind of I'm kind of hitting the D a little more often. And then when I'm doing the turnaround, I can do this, you know, right? Kind of accent that, or throwing in a lot of, I'm kind of just throwing a lot of extras at the end here just because I'm brainstorming, but so I know it's a lot. But that's a lot to work with. That's a lot of learning some different blues things in the key of A. Each round, just kind of get to know each round and play them back to back and then mix them around and have a buddy learn some and jam together. And yeah, so I know that's kind of a little, that's a lot there, but I think it's going to be fun to mess around with, and I hope you enjoy it. So take care. Oh, hey, I hope you enjoyed that lesson. If you did, hit the subscribe button. And don't forget, 14-day free trial at guitarpass.com. See you there.